In this session, I'm going to show you how to set up standard headers and footers on your stationery, which get put onto letters or emails. I think the best thing to do is to show you an example of this. So if I go to my stationery, so into my company, into stationery, you'll see how each of these letters, when I click on them, they all have a standard header and footer, in this case the company logo and our address. And the great thing about this is you only have to set it up once, and you can then apply it to every single item of stationery you create. So what I'm going to do is show you how to set up another one of these. Obviously we already have one set up, and I'm going to show you how to create a second one. So you'll see here under this group letter templates, if I click on this company letter template, this is the one that's currently in use on all of those items of stationery, and it allows us to set up the header part, which you can see here with the logo and our address on. And then below this divider line, this is the footer. So this will get printed or attached to the bottom of an email every time you either print or email. So to create a new one, we'll do one, I think a header for our other site, which is in Danbury, and it has a different address, and I'll put a different logo on it. So I'll start by clicking on the Add Stationery button, and the stationery I'm adding is a letter template to this top item here. So I'll click on that. Up comes the editor as before, but this time there is a slight difference. Instead of coming up with the editor as you normally see, it comes up with two separate boxes, one labelled header text, the other labelled footer text. So what I'm going to do is click on the header text box, and the editor then appears, allowing me to enter the header text. Now I'm just going to click on this full screen button here, which then allows us to work. It gives us a bit more space to work in. And what I'm going to do is set up a header in a similar style to the other one. So I'm going to insert a table first. Here we go, and we'll make this a 2x1 table, I think. There we go, columns 2, rows 1. We will leave it at full width so that we can get the logo over on the left and the address over on the right. I'll take that equal column widths off. Height is auto fit, and I don't want a border, so I'm going to set the border size to 0. So in should go the table. There we go. I'm going to put in a different logo. So here's the one, the main one that we use, but I'm going to put in this secondary logo that we've got. There we go. Make that a bit bigger. And then we need the address for our secondary site over here on the right. So I'll enter the address of our Danbury site here. Hot Wheels, and it's on Danbury Hill. Danbury Hill, and that's Danbury Essex. Oops. And postcode is CM14TX. There we go. That's the address. Let's just take that space out there, and what I'm going to do is right justify this text. There we go. And let's put a nice line underneath it as well. So that's what this button here is. Look, insert horizontal line. That's gone in, and let's make that a different colour. What about, we had red on the other one, let's do a blue. There we go. Right, that's our new header. I'm going to take that off full screen, save that into the header section, and now I can concentrate on the footer. Now all I'm going to do here on the footer is to put in probably the company registration number. So company company registration number. We'll just put in some numbers there, that'll do. We'll centre that and probably make it a bit smaller than the normal font size. So probably about 8. It's nice and small, and we'll bold it as well. So I think that will do for our footer. Save that. So now we have, there's our header, there's our footer. Click on the OK button here, and hopefully we should be able to preview it. So here it is. It's called New Letter Template. There's the details. What I will do is just change the name of that so that we know it's for the Danbury site. So if I click on Other Details, this is where we can put in the name. So we'll call this the Danbury letter template. So then we can tell it, we know which one is which. This is the one for the main company there, and that is one for Danbury. So now I've got that complete, what I'm going to do is apply it to one of my items of stationery here. So if I click on the CBT booking confirmation letter, I'll click on the edit button here, and then I'm going to go across to the other details, and you'll see here where we have header footer template, and that's currently set to the company letter template. What I'm going to do is change it now to the Danbury letter template, and I'll click on OK there, and you should see, there it goes, the CBT booking confirmation now has this alternate header footer for Danbury set to it. So that means we could create separate letters for each of our locations, each with their own headers and footers on. And just to finish off, I will actually show you this new letter in action. So if I go to our diaries, here we have someone who is booked in on a CBT, Miss Amber Dean. Pull up her details, choose communication, send one of the standard letters to the contact. I think, yeah, there is our CBT booking confirmation letter with the updated header and footer. I'll click on the print button, and what should come up is a nice PDF preview of what the letter is going to look like. Here it is with our new header. There's all the details filled in, and there is our footer, the company registration number, with the registration number in there. So that completes it. Here we've set up a brand new header footer and applied it to an existing item of stationery.